The air hung thick with tension. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat echoing the pounding of my virtual feet. I was a prisoner, not just any prisoner, but one on the run. Roblox Prison Run, a game of cat and mouse, of adrenaline and pure survival. The guards were relentless, their virtual shadows stretching long and menacing behind me. Each echoing footstep sent a shiver down my spine. The chase was on, and I was desperate to stay ahead. The feeling was raw, visceral, a stark contrast to the mundane world outside my headset. This wasn't just a game, it was a fight for freedom, a thrilling escape from the digital prison walls. I could almost feel the cold sweat and the racing heart. It was all so real. The prison yard was a chaotic ballet of evasion and pursuit. Guards, their digital forms stiff and imposing, patrolled the perimeter, their eyes scanning for any sign of rebellion. Other prisoners, each a potential ally or a betrayer, darted through the crowd. Trust was a luxury I couldn't afford. Each shadowed corner held the possibility of discovery or a chance encounter. The atmosphere was thick with unspoken anxieties and the constant threat of recapture. The digital sun beat down, adding another layer of pressure, mirroring the intense pressure I felt in real life. This wasn't just about winning, it was about the feeling of freedom, the thrill of outsmarting the system. My fingers flew across the keypad, the pressure almost unbearable. A complex code stood between me and the outer walls, a digital lock protecting the path to freedom. Each wrong number felt like a crushing blow, an echo of my own desperation. The ticking clock in my head was relentless, amplifying the tension. The digital sweat was real. This code represented so much more than just a game. The tension mounted with every second that ticked by. My heart raced, as if this was truly a life-or-death situation. The shadows of the prison were my allies, concealing my movements, offering moments of respite. But the shadows also held their own dangers. The threat of unknown players, the risk of betrayal. Trust was a dangerous commodity in this digital world. I navigated the darkness cautiously, my every step measured, my senses heightened. The feeling of vulnerability, the constant awareness of being watched, it was all part of the experience. It was electrifying and terrifying in equal measure. A cacophony of sounds, the clang of metal, the shouts of guards, the desperate gasps of fellow prisoners. I weaved through the chaos, a blur of motion in the crowded corridor. The guards were gaining on me, their digital forms relentless in their pursuit. I felt the adrenaline surge, propelling me forward, blurring my vision. The close calls, the near misses, were heart-stopping moments that amplified the thrill of the chase. With a leap of faith, I launched myself over the fence, a desperate act of defiance against the digital prison. For a moment, I hung suspended in the air, time seemingly slowing down before landing on the other side. Freedom, if only for a moment, was within reach. It was a rush, a moment of pure exhilaration that made all the tension, the fear, and the sweat worthwhile. I reached the outer walls, gasping for breath, my heart pounding like a war drum. The guards were still in sight, but they were getting further away. The sense of relief was immense, a wave washing over me. I'd done it. I'd escaped, at least for now. It wasn't a true end, but rather a triumphant respite. The rush of adrenaline was phenomenal. The digital sun bathed the landscape in a warm glow, a stark contrast to the cold, harsh reality of the prison. This virtual victory felt like an actual achievement. This wasn't just about completing a game, it was about overcoming challenges and proving my resilience even in a virtual world. The victory tasted sweet. Looking back at the prison, a colossal structure of virtual steel and stone, I felt a mixture of relief and awe. The sheer scale of it was a reminder of the challenge I had overcome. The adrenaline had started to fade, replaced by a sense of quiet satisfaction. It felt like a true accomplishment. The escape wasn't just about the thrilling chase, the near misses, or even the triumphant victory. It was about the journey. The feelings, the fear, the exhilaration, the relief. It was a virtual experience that felt undeniably real, a testament to the power of immersive gaming and the intense emotions it can evoke. I logged off, still carrying that sense of accomplishment, a tangible memory from a virtual world.